Alright, we're going to draw the Tic Tac Toe. So to draw the Tic Tac Toe, you're going to start a new standard IPT. Once we open the standard IPT, we're going to begin by creating a 4.5 by 4.5 square on the front view. So I'm just going to wait a second here while I'm loading, and then we can get going. Alright, like I said, we're going to start off by creating a 2D sketch, selecting the front view. Make sure that we're on front, then we go to our rectangle tool, and we draw a rectangle. We're going to then select dimension and make a 4.5, zoom out to front by 4.5 rectangle. Then we'll hit finish sketch. And zoom out. We're then going to go to extrude, select our object, and do 1.5 inches. Click OK. So after we get this, we're going to go back to create 2D sketch. We're going to click on the front face, and we're going to create 4 rectangles. Now it is very important that these rectangles are all on the edges. You do not want them to be off the edges at all. So notice that I'm taking extra care to get them onto the edges. We're then going to dimension all 4 of these to 1/16. 1/16, 1/16, 1/16. That's all 4 of them. Then we have to figure out how far each one is from the edge. So they're 1.5, 1.5, minus 1/32. That's going to give us this 1.469. So I need to do that for each one of them. What we're doing right now is we're making the tic-tac-toe grid. So that's the tic-tac-toe grid. 1.469 on all of these. Check it off. Then I'm going to go to extrude. I'm going to zoom in to actually select each of these 4 sections. I'm going to switch to cut and change the depth to 1/16. I then have to create a new sketch, and I'm going to select the upper left square. And then I'm going to use this new tool called Project Geometry for each of the 9 squares. I then have to use the point tool. And using these little lines that come up, see how little lines come up? I'm going to use the point tool and put a point in the center of each box, using the little lines to determine where that center happens to be. I can then hit finish sketch and I can use the hole command. For the hole command, we're going to make a 1/2 inch hole that is going to go down a distance of 1/8. Just like that. And we want it to be a flat bottom hole. And switch to flat bottom. The last thing we have to do then is put the 2 storage holes up on the top edge. We can select the top edge then. Once again, we're going to use the point tool to find the center after we project our geometry. So we're going to use the point tool to find the center. We're going to put 2 holes in the center, and we're going to make sure that each is 1 inch away from the edge. And like I said, they should already be 0.75. So do that. I will hit finish sketch, go to the hole tool again. This time we're going to go down 4 inches, not quite all the way through, and our hole is going to be 11/16. And it's going to be with the point. So if you look, we're going down deep, but not quite through. And we'll click OK. So this is the Tic Tac Toe. If you want, you can go in to properties and change all of them to some kind of wood. We've got walnut, ash, oak. We're actually using painted yellow pine. That's probably the closest you'll get to the wood we're using. So if you want to go in and change it, oh, that looks hideous. But you can go in and change all the colors now.